Welcome to Aquarium Dog. Subscribe, like, and comment. Hope you enjoy the show.
Hi, I'm back in another video about fish, and that's it.
Welcome back to another episode of Aquarium Dog. Today we're going to check out what the mission of the Alewife is right here on Long Island. For the first time in a long time, the Alewife has returned to the Bronx. We don't get a chance to see them in the Bronx, but we'll get a chance to see them right here in Suffolk County. In the Bronx, they've made efforts to have them return to their estuaries and freshwater areas to spawn. They've built fish ladders and all sorts of efforts that they've made to get them to come back. So we'll get a chance to see what the Alewife is, who they are, and what their mission is right here on Long Island at the Little Peconic. It's a river, by the way. So come on, let's check out and see what's happening right here in New York. There's a lot of very interesting stuff happening. A lot of beautiful things with animals too.
Alright guys, so it's another rainy day. The rain is like the sun for me. Not literally, obviously, but I don't mind it. I'm headed out to Suffolk County, Long Island. It's springtime and the herring is actually trying to swim upstream. They're having a hard time. There's a species of herring called the Alewives. Yes, it's springtime, it's spawning season. The area I'm going to today is right off of a highway, right off of a route called 51, near the Suffolk County offices, court offices that is. It's called the Little Peconic River. So, come on, let's take a quick walk into the woods. It's a little muddy in here, but that's all right. And it's raining, overcast.
Well, what exactly is an alewife? Or what are alewives? Are there actual people who drink ales and enjoy them? For those of you who don't know where the Little Peconic River is in Long Island, New York, well, this is where it is. Okay, but seriously, let's take a closer look. Okay, maybe even a closer look, because you still can't see the river, can you? A friend of mine, Washington, sent me a video clip of what was happening in the Bronx with the alewife, and it sparked me to learn a little bit more about this fish.
They're mature and they're ready to spawn. They're eager to have their babies.
And it is hoped those babies will eventually follow their parents out to sea, returning 4 years later to spawn. It's a cycle that's easier said than done, since the building of dams on many rivers along the coast has stymied their passage. The Bronx River, no exception.
The alewife is a pelagic planktivore that is native to the Atlantic Ocean. Although they are mainly planktivore, they also eat small species of mysid, ostracods, and in some occasions they eat small fish eggs and tiny larvae if they're found in the area where the actual alewife runs into them. Alewives have coexisted with other native fish of the area and were first seen in the area of Lake Ontario in 1873.
We're gonna go down a bit and see if we see anything.
There are two different types of alewives. Ones that are mainly in open waters in the oceans and are anadromous and return to spawn in freshwater areas.
I'm way down here where the fish are at, trying to get upstream so that they can spawn. You gotta look really closely.
A well-known marine biologist, Todd Gardner, he'll give us a little bit of insight on these fish. And then we'll move on to the second type.
Early in the spring, the alewife returned from the ocean to the stream where they hatched out, and they come up and they spawn. Like salmon, except they don't necessarily die right after they spawn the way salmon do. Some of them will come back multiple times. We call these fish that can live in both freshwater and saltwater diadromous, and specifically the ones that spawn in freshwater and mature in saltwater, we call those anadromous fishes.
And the other that is a waterlocked alewife that can be found in freshwater areas but never returns to the ocean. Some of you may have thought I would talk about the second species as being the alewife from medieval times, who historically was a woman who brewed ale for commercial sale. But no, that is not what I was talking about. This is what they look like. So this little guy or girl trying to swim upstream to get to a whole nother side so they can spawn. I think I did my good deed. So that's spring spawning season for the alewife. It's a type of herring, and there's no fishing allowed in this area, but check it out. We helped the fish out today, and you guys got to see what they really look like.